Hi and welcome to another episode of Toby's Barbecue Corner. Today we're making an Asian style pork belly bowl. Now what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now obviously we need a pork belly and this is a little over 2 kgs. Now you need soy sauce, hoisin sauce, teriyaki sauce, fresh ginger, a clove of garlic, some rice vinegar, some honey, 1 or 2 chilies depending on how you like it. We need a lime, we need pepper, salt, some sushi rice, some Brussels sprouts, some snow peas, fresh coriander, and what I like to use as well is some umami. It just adds a phenomenal flavor to it. Now in the first step you're going to take care of your pork belly, and this is a lovely pork belly with a lot of skin, but what you want to do is turn it around, and make sure that there's no cartilage, no bones, anything. There we go, already got a few pieces right here. So there's nothing left over because obviously your eating experience will be rather unpleasant if you leave that in. So make sure you cut that out. Right, all the cartilage, all the bones removed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to scar the top part of the skin. So that all the lovely flavors from the Asian style sauce can really penetrate into the skin and into the meat as well. Now let's take care of our Asian style sauce. What you want to do is obviously you want to peel the fresh ginger as well as the garlic, and then we're just going to grate it into the sauce. Now you can obviously go chunky on it, but I suggest that you go rather thin. I know it takes some time, but it will really release all its flavors and it's going to be absolutely lovely. Alright, then we're going to do the same thing with the fresh garlic, and obviously, try to use fresh ingredients instead of dried ones. The dried ones are usually a bit more intense. So, I don't know, if you say, I need 20 grams of fresh ginger, you have to be careful with the dried ginger because you might need a lot less for the same effect. So just be careful with it. And then lastly, we need the zest of 1 lime. Now obviously make sure that's a bio lime so you can eat the skin, so it's untreated after the picking, because obviously you don't want to have any chemicals or anything that's unsavory in your food. Right, we're almost ready to mix. So what you need to do is you need to take the lime juice and just squeeze it in there. And we need the lime juice of a whole lime. Just make sure you roll it around a little bit prior to actually squeezing it. It will make it easier to squeeze out all these lovely juices from the lime. And also what I've done is with the coriander, I've taken about half of the coriander that I initially had, and we're going to chop that up and put that in there as well. The other half we're going to keep for decorative purposes later on. Alright, that'll do. And then just take that coriander and then you just have to roughly chop it up. You don't have to go overboard because it's going to sit in its own juices basically for the next 20 hours, 24 hours. So it's going to release all that lovely flavor anyways. So just give it a few chops and that's about it. Now let's add in all the other ingredients. So we need the soy sauce. We need the hoisin sauce. We need the teriyaki sauce. We need the rice vinegar. We need the umami. We need the honey. And we need a little bit of mixed pepper. Right, that's all we need. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to mix it up, make sure that it all mixes nicely, and then we're going to pour it in the same bag the meat is in. All mixed up, the meat is in the bag, so what we're going to do is we're going to very carefully and very gently pour all these lovely ingredients in. Put that to the side, and then we're going to vacuum pack it, trying to make sure we don't lose any of that lovely sauce. And then we're going to put it in the sous vide cooker. Right, the water bath is hot. It has reached almost its 65 degrees, so in with the meat. And on top we'll put these little balls. They will help to stabilize the water temperature as well. And then we're going to cover it up and leave it in there for the next 24 hours. The meat has been in the sous vide cooker now for almost 21 hours, so it's time to get prepping. So I have the sushi rice right here, and what you want to do is you want to wash it under cold water very thoroughly, and then we're going to put it in a pot with cold salted water and let that soak for about an hour. Now you wash the rice until only clear water comes out, and what you then do is for this particular rice, you do 1 cup of rice and 1 cup of water is roughly the mix that you want to have. So we're now going to let that soak for about an hour, and then I'll see you then. The rice has been soaking for an hour, so we're going to cover it, and then we're going to bring it to a boil, and then we're going to cook it for 15 minutes on medium heat. 15 minutes later, the rice is done, so I put it in one of those flat forms, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the rice vinegar and just sprinkle a little bit on it. It will just add nicely to the taste, and we're going to let it go cold. Exactly 24 hours are up, so let's take out the pork belly and make sure that you capture all those lovely juices, because we are making a dipping sauce out of this afterwards. So let's see. But guys, let me tell you, the smell is already amazing. And it is nice and hot, so obviously it is cooked. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put it on the barbecue at 180 degrees Celsius for about 45 minutes to crispen up that skin. I've created an indirect zone right in the center. And as I said, the barbecue is sitting at about 180 to 200 degrees. So we're just going to stick it right in the center for 45 minutes to crispen up that skin. Whilst the meat is in the barbecue, let's quickly take care of our chilies. And as I said, they're just for decorative purposes, but obviously you still want to remove the seeds. So what you want to do is you want to cut it open down the center and then just remove the seeds and then cut them into little slices. About 10 minutes to go. I'm reducing the sauce and all the meat flavor that came out of the bag. And now let's quickly take care of our stir-fry vegetables. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat up our pan, add a little bit of oil. Now I'm using wok oil, but obviously you can use any other oil you like. And then in with the vegetables. Give them some color. And then we're almost ready to eat. Right, all the ingredients are ready. Let's build our bowl. Right, let's start off with the rice, and it's nice and sticky, so what you want to do is you want to wet your fingers and the spoon that you're working with, just that you don't get too much rice on it. Just build your bowl, just like that. In with the vegetables, and as I said, we did them stir fry, so They're nice and tender, but still have a little bit of a crunch to them. On with like 2 slices of the pork belly, and look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? I think so. We've reduced some of that sauce, so give some sauce on top of it. A little bit of fresh coriander. And last but not least, a little bit of color with our chilies. And we're ready to go. So guys, this is our Asian style pork belly bowl. We're gonna dig in now. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video about the Asian style pork belly bowl. Now, whilst it was super delicious, I have a little bit of a confession to make because I skipped 2 steps in this whole process. Just want to let you know. Now, the first one, when I took it out of the sous vide cooker, I didn't dab the skin dry. I should have really done that. And on top of it, I forgot to add the salt to it that I had put initially into the video. Now, the skin didn't, pop as much as I wanted it to. It didn't, create that crackling that I really was looking for. But yeah, well, it was still super nice. It was very juicy, very delicious, but I think it would have been even nicer with a lot of crackling skin. So if you do decide to, do this dish, please don't forget to dab the skin dry and to add the salt. Now, if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. Please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come, and I hope to see you soon again at Toby's Barbecue Corner.